Hello, as you probably already know by now, my name is Robert Pinion, and this is my second devotional of 2012. The title of this devotional is Blessed to be a Blessing. Before I get started, I do want to go ahead and thank everybody for their feedback on my previous devotional. It was actually all good, so I do appreciate all of that. And also, before I get started, if you guys have any prayer requests or have any questions about anything that I speak about in these devotionals, or any other biblical questions, feel free to drop me a message in my Facebook inbox, facebook.com/rjp0615, or drop me a tweet at rjp0615 on Twitter. Just do hashtag video devotionals, and that'll let me know that you're asking a question about the devotional, or even a Bible question. Just put the same hashtag. Just bear with me because this is gonna be a little bit shorter than what I had anticipated. I might post another video later on, possibly tomorrow, March 5th, to elaborate a little bit more on this, but let's just let the Lord have His way. So what exactly does it mean to be blessed to be a blessing? Being blessed to be a blessing essentially means that when God blesses us, we are to bless others. For example, say that you're working at your job and payday hits and you get a little bit more in your paycheck than you thought you would get, or you have a little bit more left over after paying your bills. Now, obviously we would consider that a blessing to us, especially in this economy. But here's the question: why don't you take it a little bit further? Why don't we take it further and pass the blessing on to someone else? Whether it be taking a brother out to eat, buying somebody a new pair of shoes, or just something that somebody needs, or even something somebody wants. It could be something as simple as a CD or a movie or a Bible or something similar to that. But the whole point here is to pay it forward. So in other words, God isn't blessing us so that we can be a blessing hog and keep our blessings to ourselves. There's a lot of people who have done that, and that's happened quite a bit. And it's really a shame that it has happened. God blesses us, and in turn that we can bless others. And by blessing others, people see the light of Christ inside of us, and they're able to understand that not all Christians are hypocrites, and not all Christians, are just judgmental, people that exalt themselves high above others. Because in all reality, we're no better than that drunk on the corner, or, that hooker down the street, because all we have different that they don't have is Jesus Christ. And it's our job to lead them to Christ. And that through seeing the light of Christ in us, they might be delivered. So yeah, definitely don't hog our blessings. Just as we share the gospel, we should be going out to bless others. It could be a financial blessing. It could be helping somebody out, helping somebody shovel snow, offering to cut their grass, not even charging them for it, or charging them a cheaper price. That's also a blessing. In my life, it would be fixing computers. That's what I do. I can help somebody out. Like if I fix the pastor's computer and don't charge him, that's being blessed to be a blessing, because I'm blessing somebody else, and in return, I know God's gonna bless me. And that's not necessarily the reason we do it, but we're blessed so that we can bless other people. And especially when we can afford to bless people like that, we are blessed to be a blessing. Now, the whole point of this is basically to say a little blessing can go a long way. And a lot of times we let pride get in the way. When you go to bless other people, it's not to exalt yourself above God, or to say that you're better than somebody else because, I blessed somebody, I did this, I did that. No, God has blessed us so that we can do this. God has given us, the opportunity to share the gospel with somebody or to help somebody out so that we can be that blessing to them. It's definitely a big no-no. If pride gets in the way, you're basically blessing somebody in vain. Now, should we only bless our friends and Christians? I mean, definitely not. If you look in the Word of God, it says in Romans chapter 12, verse 14, it says, "Bless them which persecute you, bless and curse not." So if you have enemies, you should bless them. You feed your enemies. You take, you can buy stuff for your enemies. You can pray for your enemies. I mean, Matthew 5:44, bless those that bless those that curse you, pray for those that despitefully use you, I believe is what it says. I'm paraphrasing that, so bear with me. And then, if you look in the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, I'm going to read verses 8 through 12 out of the King James Version. It says, "Finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one for another. Love as brethren, be pitiful, be courteous." In other words, we need to be each other's support system, basically. Love everybody like they're your brother. I know there's quite a few people in my church that we love each other with an undying love, and we're all family. That's pretty much every single person in my church. We are a family, and there's no doubt about it. Be pitiful, be courteous. When somebody's going through a tough time, we need to be able to relate to them. We need to be able to give them that encouragement. And that's also a form of blessing somebody. Verse 9 says, "Not rendering evil for evil, or railing for railing, but contrariwise blessing, knowing that ye are thereunto called, that you should inherit a blessing." Which basically just says that that's the verse for the title of my message right there. Blessed to be a blessing. Instead of cursing those who do bad to us, we bless them, and God in return blesses us. We are called to bless others, and through blessing others, we will be blessed. In verse 10 it says, "For he that will love life, and see the good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil, and his lips that they speak no guile." In other words, don't talk down to people. Don't talk bad about people. If we have a problem with somebody, we should tell them to their face, not behind their back, not gossiping and backbiting, and, raising all kinds of Cain just because somebody offended us or somebody said something or did something that we don't like. Verse 11 says, "Let him eschew evil and do good. Let him seek peace and ensue it." In other words, through blessing others, we're helping lead them to Christ, especially when you're dealing with your enemies or somebody who is a backslider and not living right for God at the time. Showing somebody that getting to the same level as them, they are able to see the light of Christ within us, and they're able to seek that peace, and they see that peace within us, and they start to crave that peace, and they want to pray for that peace, and they want to get delivered of the things that are preventing them from having the peace that only Jesus Christ can provide. And then verse 12 says, "For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open to their prayers, but the face of the Lord is against them that do evil." So, in other words, we need to stand upright in the ways of Christ, and through blessing others, God sees our righteousness, and He's able to hear our prayers, and He's able to answer our prayers, and He's able to, deliver us from whatever we from whatever we end up in, whatever situations we end up in, rather. And it says the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. Basically, that's pretty much saying that if you are going against the will of God, God, I wouldn't say turn a deaf ear to you, but He's not going to be pleased. So that's pretty much where I'm leaving it right now. If you guys have any other ideas or anything you would like to add to this video, go ahead and drop me a message, whether commented on YouTube. Once again, hashtag video devotionals, at RJP0615 on Twitter, Facebook.com/RJP0615 on Facebook. And yeah, you can even email me, rob.pinion, that's PINYAN, @gmail.com. Write me and let me know what you think. I mean, I'm always open to new ideas. If you guys go ahead and watch this, pray for me. I'll pray for you guys. If you have any prayer requests, feel free to contact me. And also a special shout out to the Northern Ohio Youth Camp kids, because I'm going to be posting this on the Youth Camp Facebook group. And also to Life Outreach Church. If you guys don't have a home church, if you're in the Cleveland area, you can visit Life Outreach Church. We're in between buildings at the moment, so if you need an exact address, go ahead and write me a message or a note or comment or something, and let me know when you're planning on coming so I can give you the right address, because we're about to move into a new building soon. And also, if you can't make it, if you live outside of the Cleveland area, we do have a website, and we do broadcast all of our services online on Ustream through our website as well. That's www.lifeoutreachchurch.net. And also our videos for our services are available next day on youtube.com/lifeoutreachchurch. This is Robert Pinion signing off, and I hope you enjoyed the devotional, and God bless you all. Thank you.